Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar titled Smart Scheduling Using Salesforce Scheduler. We are CloudCache Consulting, IT consulting firm operating all over the world, existing in India. I have with me Mr. Vivek Singh, CTO of CloudCache Consulting. Welcome, Vivek.
Thanks, Sanjay.
Hi. And
Hi.
I also have a technical consultant of CloudCache Consulting, Mr. Saurav Kumar. Welcome, Saurav.
Yep.
Saurav will be driving the demonstration today. How do you feel, Saurav?
I'm good.
Okay. So we have a few participants already joining. We'll wait a couple of minutes for some others to join. Welcome everyone for this webinar. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedules to attend this webinar. We'll be starting in a minute or two. So we can display the next slide.
Okay.
So this will be our webinar today. Smart scheduling strategies unlock the full potential of Salesforce Scheduler. We have the panelist with us, Mr. Vivek Singh, Salesforce architect and CTO of CloudCache Consulting, and Salesforce consultant, Mr. Saurav Kumar. I guess we'll wait another minute and then we'll start. Thank you so much for joining. We have a good mix of participants already. Some more might join. We'll wait for a couple of minutes more. Okay, so today's webinar is titled Smart Scheduling Strategies Unlock the Full Potential of Salesforce Scheduler. Saurav Kumar, Mr. Saurav Kumar, Salesforce consultant of CloudCache Consulting, will be demonstrating the details today, the configuration customization today. We also have with us Mr. Vivek Singh, CTO of CloudCache Consulting and Salesforce architect. Welcome, my fellow panelists. Welcome everyone who has joined. We will begin now. Next slide, please. Just some ground rules. Please put all your questions in the Q&A box. We will answer all of them by the end or in the course of the demo. Me and my fellows will be answering those questions. If you can't see the screen or hear us at any point, please let us know in the chat box. Sometimes just dropping out of the webinar and joining back also helps. After the webinar, a recording will be sent to you so that you can take a look at that recording at your ease, at your convenience later as well. Next slide, please. The agenda of today's webinar is quite simple. First of all, you'll get to know what CloudCache Consulting actually is, what we do, where we work. Understanding Salesforce Scheduler and customizing it, you'll get to know how to customize and configure Salesforce Scheduler to have your schedules created, to have your calendar blocked for that meeting. We'll also see the live demo of how a sales engagement cadence or a scheduling cadence can be built, how a Salesforce scheduler can be configured to book those meetings. We have some use cases. We'll answer some questions in the end. You can put them in the Q&A box. We'll be answering them as well. And in the end, we'll end up with a feedback and some closing remarks. Next slide, please. So this gets us to our first poll. We'll see some questions pop up on the screen now. Please answer whatever you feel relevant. Yep. There are two questions. If you scroll, you'll get to see the second question. The first question is, how do you currently manage scheduling in your organization? So is it a manual process, phone calls, emails, WhatsApp, a mix of manual and automated tools, fully automated with tools like Salesforce Scheduler or other scheduling software? That is the first question. Please mark a relevant answer. If you scroll a bit, there is a second question. What's your biggest challenge with scheduling today? Double bookings, manual processes, limited visibility into resource availability, no show up, and scalability across locations. So please mark whatever you feel is relevant. Please answer both of the questions. We'll wait a few seconds more before we end the poll. We'll probably wait 10-15 seconds more. Please answer if you have not already. And please mark answers to both questions. That will help us identify the mix of our audience. Okay, I'll end the poll now. And here we have the results. So 50% of the people say a mix of manual and automated tools. So they might be juggling between the automation that they have done for scheduling and some manual entries as well, email, phones, WhatsApp, messages. Uh, and what's your biggest challenge with scheduling today? Manual processes. So people are tired doing the manual labor. Right. So we have a good mix of audience. Next slide, please. I'll invite Mr. Vivek Singh, CTO of CloudCache and Salesforce consultant, architect, to tell us about CloudCache.
Thank you, Sanjay. Hello, everyone. Thanks for taking out time to join this afternoon. So my name is Vivek. I'm one of the founders of the CloudCache Consulting. We started our journey around 2021, and we became partner of Salesforce in 2022, I think at the end of 2022. And now we are a summit partner, recently became summit partner. So we are headquartered in Bangalore. I would not take much time, but just want to let our audience know like who we are. So we focus on CRM, and Salesforce is one of our key skill set. And we are working with customers across the globe, doing app exchange development, doing consulting and CRM development work. So yeah, I'm glad to meet everyone. And over to you, Saurav, to take the session.
Yeah, we have some next slides too, Vivek. If you can take us to the next slide.
Yeah, I mean, this is more about our vision, like the way we started. We are a team of around 35 people team, dedicatedly working towards the client success. And these are the three values which we focus on, like commitment, communication, cooperation. And till now, this has achieved us great results. And we are looking forward to continue the same in our journey. So these sessions is more towards like giving to the community. I know these topics are quite prevalent in Salesforce world. People are now focusing more towards agent force and all, but these are also very valid topics which nowadays Salesforce out of the box features Salesforce is providing, and this session will definitely be helpful for the community, like whoever sees this webinar or recording later.
Yep. Next slide, please.
Yeah, I think we can skip this. This more over towards our services. Yeah.
Right.
These are some of the industries which we focus on, but we are not limited to these. We work along customers in real estate, manufacturing, technology, logistics. So we are pretty open to different industries, but yeah, we have a lot of customers whom we support in these industries. These are some of our valued clients, pretty famous and well-known customers. Yeah, Sanjay, next slide.
Yep. That brings us to our second poll. You'll see maybe one question in this poll. Please answer a relevant option of those, whichever field is relevant and valid according to you. So here's the question. Which scheduling scenario is most critical for your team? Customer facing appointment booking, internal team meeting coordination, multi-resource scheduling, event or webinar scheduling? Please mark the relevant answer that you feel is applicable to your use case. We'll probably wait another 30 seconds before we end the poll. Please mark a relevant answer that you feel is right according to your application. We'll wait another 10 seconds. Please mark an answer if you haven't already. Okay. So I'll end the poll now. I'll display the results. Nice. So 67% of the people think customer facing appointment booking is what they need. We'll give you an insight of how that is done using Salesforce Scheduler. That is definitely possible via an integration. 33% of people feel internal team meeting coordination is lagging. So that can be done with Salesforce Scheduler. Multi-resource scheduling and event or webinar scheduling is not one of the priorities for the people. Right, good. Okay. Next slide, please. Over to you, Saurabh. Salesforce consultant from CloudCache Consulting. He will take over now.
Thank you, Sanjog. So let me fix the slides. Thank you, Sanjog. So in today's session, we will be checking what is the Salesforce Scheduler. So the very first thing in the Salesforce Scheduler is its automate appointment scheduling. So when we book the appointments, then we have a hustle, like who is available, who is not, and if anybody is available, then what is the time he is available to? What are the time frames? What are the time zones and everything? So all of these things can be handled by the Salesforce Scheduler. The second thing is the resource management. The one that I have already told you, the number of members you have in your team, to allocate them to their perfect client, to give them their best time so that they can manage accordingly. The multi-channel support. It is the third point that is the most relevant and the useful in the Salesforce Scheduler. You can book the Salesforce Scheduler. You can book your meetings by via call, by Zoom, by video calls, by SMS, by Outlook or Gmail. There are there are multiple of channels that are supported by the Salesforce Scheduler in this. And the way third is the calendar management, in which we will be seeing how the Salesforce Scheduler integrate itself with the calendar so that anything that you put in the Salesforce Scheduler will be integrated to the calendar, and anything that you book over to the calendar, how that will be showing off over to the Salesforce Scheduler. So we'll be seeing the bi-directional syncing. So this is the very UI of the Salesforce Scheduler, in which we will be seeing after our appointment will be done, how the scheduler will be shown. So you will be seeing the appointments, in which you can see what's the account that it is, the parent record, what were the work type, and there are so many things that we will be seeing accordingly inside the inside the service appointment. We will be seeing how we can create a service appointment, what is the service territories, what are the basic requirements to create a service appointments, and so on. And one of the most thing that we want is, after a creation of the service appointment, if you wants to change the timing or the resources or the clients, but you then all of these customizations and modifications, how you can do that. So will be all of these key points we will be checking. So the very first thing is, what is the benefit of the Salesforce Scheduler? The very first is the operational efficiency. It will ease your work so that you can do your meetings and everything seamlessly. The second is resource optimization. Because of the enhanced process and the enhanced features of the Salesforce Scheduler, you can easily maintain your resources and allot them to their clients. The third one is enhanced customer experience. By this, we can increase the efficiency of our clients and can provide the best feasibility, the UI feasibility, as well as the time management processes. And the very last is the seamless integration. Because the Salesforce Scheduler is having the vast scope in case of the integration, so we can connect, we can redirect it with the anyone, like we can connect it with the Gmail, with the Outlook, and so on, that I have told you earlier. Now, if we are doing the Salesforce scheduler, then we have to put some thoughts over to the configurations. What are the validations that we can have to check? What we can do and what we cannot. So very first thing to use the Salesforce scheduler is you to have a permission set, which is let a user be included in appointments in Salesforce scheduler. You must have this permission set to make use of the Salesforce scheduler. And to choose this permission set, a user must have a Salesforce scheduler license. That's why we usually create a permission set, assign the license of a Salesforce scheduler in it, and after that we assign this permission set to it and assign the users that permission set. By this process, we will allow our resources who will be taking use of the appointments and Salesforce schedule.
Saurabh, just a question for this slide. Is this the list of permissions that a user using Salesforce Scheduler requires, or is it just a specific permission that it needs?
No, this let a user be included in appointments in Salesforce scheduler. It is the only permission set that is required. As you can see, I have only checked this one. So this is the only permission set that is required to schedule a Salesforce scheduler.
Okay, so just to clarify that you do not need to assign all these permissions to any user if he or she wants to use Salesforce Scheduler. It's just the last permission that you can see, which reads, let a user be included in appointments in Salesforce Scheduler. That needs to be assigned, that needs to be checked, and
Absolutely.
he's good to use.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So now it's time for the live demo of the Salesforce scheduler, in which we will be seeing how we can create a Salesforce scheduler and everything. So let me give you a quick look of the Salesforce scheduler and give you and start the demo.
Great. I guess you will need to log in. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can share again later. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Visible. Yeah.
So thank you. So the very first thing that we need to take care of is the service territories. So firstly, we have to think like, what is a service territory? Service territory is the location of our organization. For example, we have a location in Delhi, Bangalore, and Mumbai. In this condition, we will be inquiring, Delhi is our headquarter, and we have two other branches in Bangalore and Mumbai. The service territories is nothing more than the location of our resources in which we establish where our resources are. If I want to hit new to just show you what are the details that are needed, we will be entering the name, like the location where my resource is, and what is the parent territory. Parent territory means which is the main headquarter. So currently we have the Delhi as a headquarter. So I can choose as a Delhi. And for example, I have another one in,
Maybe
let's
Noida.
say, yeah, Noida would be good. And I will set my operating hours. Is it of Delhi IST or EST or UAE, in which I will be telling like how many are in which that resource are located in Noida works in which time zone. I have to make that active, and then I have to put my branch, my resource, my territory address. After I hit save, my service territory will be created and will see like that. After I have the service territory set up, we'll move to the service resource. In this service resource, we will be creating the number of resources who are working in that territory. So I have my friend Sanchok with me. So I have created a service resource for him. So I have created Sanjog as a service resource, and he works where, what is the type of this, everything will be recorded inside the service resource. So just to show you, so if I hit new, this will be the name of my resource, who will be taking care, who will be living in that territory, who will be the user, And if you have any assets to it, these will become inside this. Then the very main point is resource type. In this, we establish what is the expertise of that particular resource. He's a technician, he's a dispatcher, he's a crew agent or an asset or a planner. So currently we have created a small demo of a hospital on which we have some of the technicians, we have some of the dispatchers, some agents, some crew, the assets and planner. So after the things will filled in this, we have to make this active and hit save. After the details will be filled out, it will be visible to like this. But in the service resource, the work is not done yet. You have to assign the service resource to its service resource skill. What is the skill that he have? What is the service territory he works on? And here you can see if he has any appointments, if he has any early appointments to it. All of that you can see right here. So I can see the Sanjog works in Delhi. He also works in Bangalore as well as the Mumbai. I can check the primary location. So he mainly works in Delhi, but the secondary location is Bangalore. So he do travel in Bangalore and so on and on. But earlier he got relocated in Mumbai. So that's why you can see that in the territory type of the relocation. Next, we have the service resources skill. In this, we will be seeing as a technician what he managed. He managed the wealth management process. What will be the inbounds and everything that related to the wealth management as a technician, he will be taking care of that. Here is the skill level of that. So if how many out of 100%, how much you are skilled in this. So that's all you can fill out right here. To assign a skill, you can assign a skill, and I can create another skills and assign that. Else you can create new, and here you can assign multiple skills. So I can create another skill and can assign that same to the Sanjog. I can assign the start and end time so that I can also see by which time he will be taking use of that. After this being set, our service resource is done. Now, the very third point which we need to emphasize is work type group. Work type group works as the topic or just a second. Work type group works as the point, or I would say the topic on which we will be scheduling. So Sanjog works as the service that Sanjog give is on-site support. He goes to the site and he provides the appropriate solutions to the clients. That's why we have on-site support. For example, in some constructions area, you cannot provide solutions to clients just over to the calls. You have to visit to the site, see the issue, and after that you can conclude what can be the appropriate solution in this. So for that, you have to create a work type group. To create a work type group, first thing that you have to do is to name it. And what is the group type? Is it a default or is it of capacity? Like how many numbers of people that you would be needing in that? And after I make it active, I will put addition details in this, like apart from this work type group, is there anything else that needs to done? Is there any private banking, the retirement, or anything else that needs to done in that? After this being done, if I open this up, I can see the work type group history on which I can see when it's created, when it's closed, and everything. And who is the work type group members to it. If you want to assign shift, you can see that too. The appointments type and shift work topics. We will see them later what these are. Now my work type group is created. Now we will be over to the work type. Our work type is inside this.
Saurabh, maybe you can take
Apologies.
a minute of pause, drink some water. I know you are not well.
Thank you.
It is visible in your voice. You can take a minute of pause. You can have some water, maybe. Yep. And among the attendees, if you have any questions, please post it in the Q&A box. I'll be happy to answer. My colleagues will be happy to answer. Please put all your questions in the Q&A box. And people who are loving what they are seeing till now, please raise your hand, give us some support. It will help us identify that you people are enjoying what is being shown. If you have any issues, any doubts regarding what is shown till now, please put it in the Q&A box. We'll be happy to answer those questions and clear your doubts.
Thank you, Sanjog.
Yep.
Thank you. So after we have done with the work type groups, like to see what is the work type, because this is the main topic, this is the main agenda where we will be taking care what are the topics of our appointments. So after that, we comes to the work type. In this, in this we will establish of what type of support that we will be providing. As a technician, is he'll be providing technician support, or he be providing troubleshoot issues and everything. So to create a work type, you have to name it first. What are the operating hours that on which you are available to provide this work type? What are the estimate duration that you would need to complete that task? The duration type will be in hours or in minutes. When the appointment will be starting, what is the appointment category, and the attendees that will be coming with you to solve that issue. After that, we will be having the block time before appointment and the so on details. So in this, we will be configuring for what work we are visiting to the site, for what we are doing the appointments and so on, what are the time that will be taking, what are the attendees, and everything that will be recording inside the work type. After this will be done, I have just did everything in regarding of the operating hours and everything. So where is the operating hours? That is the main question. Like you have assigned, because currently in the service territories, all three of the location are of India. But what if the someone is located in internationally? Then that person has a different operating hours. That's why we have a separate object of this, which is operating hours. In this, we establish what is the time zones in which the users and the resource can allocate themselves. So if I hit new, I will put US as my operating hours, and here I will select my time zone. After this being set up, you will be notifying, or you will be creating a time zone, or I would say the time period on which you have your resources available. Currently, I have created a Delhi. So in Delhi, I have my resource and the time zone that you can see, it's Asian Kolkata. If you go over to the related, you will see the time slots, operating hours holiday. So if inside those operating hours, if you have a holiday on any particular date or any particular time that you will not be available to, you can hit new and assign the holidays. And if you are available or not available over to any particular time slot, that you can also write here. After all of these being set up, now you are ready to create appointment. So to do the appointment, firstly, you have to move over to that person account, and there where the fun begins.
Yep. Saurabh, we'll just have a refresher. Maybe quickly within 3 minutes, you just show us from start, from service territories, what all things need to be prepared. Maybe not in detail like you showed up till now, but just maybe in 2 minutes.
Sure. So the very first thing that needs to prepare is the service territory, in which we will be creating the number of location, the number of territories where we are allocated. After this, you have to create a service resource. The service resource is the person, the resource, the agent who will be going over to the meetings, doing all of the work. In the service resource, you have to tell what he has as a resource, like what is his specialty. So here we have resource type as a technician. But when we create a resource as a normal person, I cannot work 24 into 7. So I must have any operating hours. So to allocate that, I must have the service resources skill, like what I am, like what are the skills that I have as a technician comes under the wealth management. I'm the wealth management as a technician. I handle all of the assets here in forth. And the second thing is the service territories. As a technician who is a wealth manager, where I visit, where I am located. So I works in the headquarter, so my major territory is Delhi. The second primary location that I can be found is Bangalore. But recently, if you say I was relocated from Bangalore to somewhere else, you can select that one too. So these are the service territories where any particular person can be found. So in these are the locations where the person will be visiting. So the Sanjog will be available in all these 3 locations. After this, we have work type group. Inside the work type group, it is the main topic, the main agenda of the appointment. In this, we establish for what the reason we are creating the appointments and everything. Currently, I have selected the on-site support. So I have to go over to the site, perform the task, and then investigate everything. So here I have assigned here I have assigned as an on-site support. Group type is default. And as a general information, I'm doing a general investigation there. So I'm just checking what is the loss there so that I can investigate all of that, can uh, check the loss and can tell like what is needs to done in that. After the work type group has been created, you can check the work type group history, when it is created, when it will be deleted, if there are any changes to it, everything you can check inside the work type group history. And to create a work type group history, there is also a thing that is the approval history. So uh, that's the thing, like you can create approval requests over to the work type group, and the topic on which we have to allocate for Sanjoga, if I take the example, he is going over to appointment onto the on-site group, on-site support. But to create this, he wants to take approval with Vivek first. So we can write an automation approval request by which he can take the approval from the Vivek first, and then this work type group will be created. And after the the approval and everything will be done, you can check that in the approval history. We can see who is the work type group member. So currently a technical support is the work type group member in this. I haven't allocated the time slots here, that's why it is null, but we can put that anytime soon. Now, as a technical support, as our own on-site support, what's the work that I'm gonna do there? I'm gonna check what is the technical support that needs there. What is the issue? I will troubleshoot the issue. What is the problem that is causing the issue? I will troubleshoot that. So that's why we have created the work types. Now, everything when these things to done, as I just told you earlier, you may have your resources in the different regions of your of the world. So you cannot have the same operating hours. That's why you may need to create different operating hours, depends on your resource. So you can go over to the operating hours and create a time zone, or we can say the operating hour of your resources. You can allot them and assign the day and everything. So I have a resource in so I have a resource in New York, and on Wednesday he is available on 12:30 a.m. to 7:45 p.m. So, and after I hit save, I will be creating a brand new operating hour that will be checking, that will be telling that my resource are available in these operating hours. After that, we will be good to go over to create an appointment by the person account. So if we hit over to the person account, I have a person account for you. So currently you can see there is nothing to it. Okay, but there is a little button that you can see, which is schedule appointment. And this, my friend, is the key of the success. So in this, we will be telling who is the parent record. And here we will be saying the service resource. I have my friends in joke as the service resource. I can see that.
Yep.
I will hit next.
Yep.
Uh,
So this is the page where ideally maybe the company or the person from Mr. Steels and Corp Birla, they have requested for some kind of a service from your company, from your organization, and this is the page where you will be assigning that technician for a service with Mr. Steels and Corporation Birla, depending on what type of service they want.
Absolute.
Right.
Yes.
Great. Please
Yes.
continue.
Thank you. So I have selected the on-site support. Now, here the thing that I have just told you earlier, like the Salesforce scheduler doesn't just limit to the on-site branch and everything. You can create an appointment via call, via video, or if you want to visit a branch, you can do that. So this will be, currently we are visiting at a branch. We are providing the solution. The appointment will be at the branch. That's why I'm selecting at a branch. And here will be my service territory. So as earlier that I have showed you, we have multiple service territories. So for example, I have someone from the Bangalore. So let's search Palace Cross. I have a request that needs to done at the Bangalore Palace. I have select that, and here I will see I have a territory already in the Bangalore, which is 0.43 miles away from the location my office. And after that, my service appointment is done. So in this, here we'll be selecting on what appointment, on what time I will be joining you. So in this, I can allot any time that I need. But for example, you don't know, currently you don't have the estimating time for you. So I'm just can skip this. After this being done, you will be having a layout, the schedule appointment layout that will be visible like this. You can see all of the details. Who will be the resource? Is Sanjog. What is the work type? Is the on-site support? If you want to put description like why you are going there, what is the requirement and everything, you can just put that in the description. Who is our client? So our client is a Steels and Corbella. So he's the client and he is the parent record. What is the address of our client? That is right here. If you want to create a subject that will be visible in this, here, what will be the appointment type? You can see at a branch, what is the additional information. If you want to put any, you can write here the comments and everything. Now, you recall yourself that you forgot to choose the time. So you can just write here on 25th, 7:10 a.m. I'm available. So you can put the time just right here. If you want to enter your number, you can put that. Currently, I'm putting the demo. And here is the email address that I can put. And after I hit next, my appointment has been scheduled. After I hit finish, you will see a quick record has been created inside the service appointment. If you hit the service appointment, you will be redirecting over to the service appointment and everything that you will see is just right here. Now, if you think that maybe you need to change some time, you need to change resource or a client or anything, you see there is any change in the appointment that you want to do, there is a little button that you will see which says modify service appointment. You will hit that and you can change the timing and everything that is required to do this. And by this, you can edit the timing of the service appointment. After this being done, if you want to edit this whole appointment, you can hit edit and you can edit this whole appointment just right from this. After this service appointment is done, according to your business requirement, we can integrate this bidirectionally to your calendars. So we can schedule this, we can integrate this by the Outlook, by the Gmail, or any other calendar that you need. And after this Wing service appointment has been created, it will be visible over to your calendar or to your Salesforce calendar itself. And this is how we can create the service appointments. And this is how you can enforce the working of your resources. That's all. So let me move back to the PPT.
That was wonderful, Saurabh.
Thank
Great
you.
insights.
So if I go back over to the PPT, that's all in this. And let me move to the next slide. So yeah, that's the poll time. So can we have the polls?
Yep, sure. So you'll see maybe one question in this poll. Please answer whatever relevant option you feel is right according to you. And here's the question. Which part of Salesforce Scheduler's functionality was most eye-opening today? The four options are self-service booking for customers, calendar integration, seamless scheduling, customization options. And people have already started voting. If you have not marked a proper answer relevant according to you, please do it. Maybe we'll wait another 20 seconds. And I'll probably end the poll in 5 seconds. Please mark a relevant answer if you haven't already. Okay, here are the results. Which part of Salesforce Scheduler's functionality was most eye-opening today? Self-service booking for customers, calendar integration, seamless scheduling, customization options. Wow. So people loved the customization that they could see in whatever Saurabh showed, and they loved the ease of customization available for Salesforce Scheduler. Good to know. Thank you so much for answering. I'll stop the sharing of the poll results now. And on screen, you can see the way to contact us to contact CloudCache. We are located in Bangalore, but our employees work remotely, so we exist all over India. So if you want a one-on-one personal consultation in person, so please get in touch with us. One of us can get in touch with you in person if we reside near your location. Uh, and we can consult you for your Salesforce needs if you have any. You can also write to us on this email, team@cloudcacheconsulting.com. You can write to us in this email and get in touch with us if you want to interact with us, or if you want to consult us for any of your needs. I'll just type that email in the chat box. And you can get in touch with us by writing us on this email. So you must have received the email ID in the chat box. Please write to us if you want to get in touch with us regarding Salesforce consultation, Salesforce inputs you want to get something done on Salesforce. We are the right people to do that. Get in touch with us. Also, we had a phone number in the previous slide, Saurabh. You can call us on that number, 782-909-8259. Please call us. Please get in touch with us if you need our help. Next slide, please. And this gets us to the end of the webinar. We'll see if we have any questions, if we have any unanswered questions here. Somebody asks, Saurabh, is this easily implementable? How long will it take to implement this for our organization?
This is very much easy to implement actually, and if he wants to implement for the organization, that hardly depends of what type of organization, like he wants to implement this in the health cloud, he wants to do it as over to the experience or the sales or everything. But just to give the rough estimation to this, it will hardly take 8 to 10 hours to implement this whole Salesforce scheduler.
Okay. Somebody asks, can you give me a couple of use cases where scheduler could be used? Which industries?
Okay, you can think like in the hospitals when we have different doctors. Different doctors have different specialists. Okay, and most of the times they are associated with different hospitals. So in that use case, we can create the Salesforce scheduler by which we can see of the availability of the doctor, by which we can provide the best, we can use their best time to treat the patients and everything. This is the very first use case that we can have, but there are multiple use cases over to the construction areas and everything.
Right. Good mix of use cases. So scheduler can be applied to any of the industry that you can think of, not necessarily medical industry. It could be construction, real estate agency, or any other industry where you probably need some kind of technicians going in place of their clients in the exact on ground location, or maybe if it's a virtual consultation of the technicians with their customers, scheduler can be used.
Absolutely. The very easy part is anywhere that you wants to communicate, you can use the scheduler.
Right. That will book your time in your calendars, and you'll make yourself free for that particular appointment.
Absolutely.
Right. Uh, Somebody asks if we need training to use scheduler once that is implemented, will that be provided by you all?
Yes, that will be.
Okay, so to answer you, we do provide all types of Salesforce training once implementation is done. That is part of our job. Apart from Salesforce Scheduler, even if you want anything implemented, we will help you implement that. We'll customize and configure that for you. And we'll also train your people to use that particular feature, be it Salesforce Scheduler or any other feature. We'll train your people how to use it, how to guide yourself in Salesforce, and make use of its full functionality with optimum results. Yep. I guess we have answered almost all the questions. Some live, you have answered them right now. Some have been answered in chat. I guess we are good to end the webinar. I see no more questions now. Thank you so much, Saurabh. Thank you for taking time out to show us how Salesforce Scheduler works. That was really insightful.
Thank you, Sanjogu. Thank you
Thank you
very
so much
much.
for attending, guys. Hope you have a good evening, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Do follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, and stay tuned for more insightful webinars and videos. And do get in touch with us if you need Salesforce consultation. Thank you so much.